Hello everyone, I'm Umang Mamani, software engineer by profession, and I solve coding interview questions. Today we are going to solve second problem of our sliding window playlist, minimum size subarray sum. The problem description says you are given an array of positive integers and a target, and we are required to return the minimal length of the continuous subarray of which the sum is greater than or equal to the given target. If no such subarray, then return 0. For example, the given target is 7 and the output is 2 because we have the subarray 4, 3 and its length is minimum. Note that 4, 2 and 1 also gives the target 7, but since its length is 3, it is not the correct output. In the second example, the target is 4 and as we can see, we have the element 4, hence the output is 1. And again in the third example, since the target is more than the numbers which are given in the array, hence the output is 0. Now before we approach towards this solution, if you guys haven't watched the first video of sliding window playlist, I highly recommend you to see that and then continue with this, because in that video I've explained in detail when and why we should use the sliding window and with minimum time complexity. Now to continue with this, let us go through the example and understand. After reading the problem description and the example, we can use a similar strategy that we discussed in our first video. The only difference is, in this problem, the size of the sliding window is not fixed. So here is how we will solve the problem. First, we will add up the elements from the beginning of the array until their sum becomes greater than or equal to s. For example, here we have added and its sum is 8, which is greater than the target. Now these elements will constitute of our sliding window, but we are asked to find the smallest window. So for now, we will assume that this length is smaller. Now after this, we will keep adding one element in the sliding window in the stepwise fashion as we normally do. But also in each step, we will try to shrink the window and we will shrink until the window sum is smaller than the s again. So for example, if I remove 2, the sum goes to 6, which is less than the target. Hence I added one more element. Now the sum is 10, but the length is still the same. So in each step, we will do two things. Check if the current window length is smallest so far, and if yes, we will update the length. And also we will subtract the first element from the window to reduce our sliding window. For example, if I remove 3, the sum is 7, which is equal to target. Hence I will update the length to 3 now. Now again, if I continue to remove 1, the sum is 6. So I will add new element 3 and the sum is updated to 9. Now again, if I remove 2, the sum will be 7. And since it is equal to the target, we can update the length to 2. And hence this is our final answer. Let us try to understand in detail with one more example. Here we can see that the required sum is 7 and we have initialized our variables window sum and minimum length. Now we will update the window sum and we will keep on adding to the window sum until other required sum is not reached. So we have added 2 and 1, we added 2, 1 and 5, and now since the window sum is 8, which is greater than or equal to 7, we will start shrinking and slide the window. One thing to note is also we have updated the minimum length to 3 in the start. Now since 2 is subtracted, the window sum is reduced to 6. Again 2 is added, window sum is updated to 8, and since now it is again greater than equal to 7, we will shrink the sliding window. So we subtracted 1 and we see that the window sum is still greater than or equal to 7. Hence we have updated the minimum length from 3 to 2. Again we have removed 5 and we have slided the window. We added 3, then the window sum is updated to 5, and in the end we have added 2, the window sum is updated to 7. Now here, even though it is greater than or equal to the required target, that is 7, but we already got our minimum length, that is 2, hence we will not update it, and this is our final answer. Let us try to code now. I'll initialize the current window sum to 0, our minimum length, which will be our answer. I'm declaring it as max value because further in the code we will be comparing it with the other minimum length. Also, we will need a start pointer. We will write the for loop to browse through the array. Now first, we will keep on adding to our current window sum. Then we'll write a while loop. Now it says until and unless the window sum is not smaller than the target, we are required to do few steps. We will update the min length if required. I'm adding +1 over here because we are starting the for loop from 0. Then we will subtract the first element from our current window sum. And also we are expected to move the start pointer by 1 position. Now once this is completed, we will compare our min length, and if it is still equal to the max value, then we have not found the minimum subarray, hence the answer will be 0, else we will return that min length. Let us run the code. Accepted. We will submit it, and it's a success. So I hope you understood this solution, and if you have any queries, please do mention in the comment section. Also, like, share and subscribe this channel to help me solve more problems for you. Thank you.